Hello everybody, this is Yousef and welcome to my kitchen. Today we are going to have, like always, another Persian dish. This one is a Khoresh Gheymeh, which is a split pea with the meat stew. I already made this with a solid piece of meat, and this time I'm just showing you what we usually do at home because it's very easy, very convenient, and it almost takes a half a time to be ready. And this is with the ground beef instead of a solid meat. And it's one of the favorite for Iranian, one of the favorite dish everywhere, everybody, any state or city in Iran, they love it. So let's go over the ingredients and start making it. What I have here is about half a kilogram ground beef, which is 1.2 pounds. We need 2 or 3 potato, which I'm going to use this shoestring chips, which is, you can buy it at the store. It's very convenient for us. I make it for myself. We don't have any guests or just ourselves. Use this one. Very nice and very convenient. Need 1 onion that's going to be chopped pieces, 3 tablespoons of tomato paste. What I have here is a 5 dry lime, which I soaked it in a water, as you see, for a couple of hours or 1 hour. I have 1 cup of the split peas. I have 1 small cinnamon stick. Also have a 1.5 teaspoon salt, 1 teaspoon black pepper, 1 teaspoon turmeric, half a teaspoon cumin powder, and some liquid saffron and some cooking oil. For starting to make this stew, you have to chop our onion and start sautéing that. Let's do that right now. All right, I usually, cut them in a few pieces, not the cutting, just put the knife, just make it easier to make all the same size, and then cut it like this. Then we go right to the end. Okay, let's go and saute this onion. Okay, you can put it first without no oil, so this way you use less oil and let the little bit of the moisture of the onion goes away. Then add the oil. This is my favorite spoon, and I don't want to get rid of it. It's been serving me for a long time. While we are making our onion, let me go over something that we eat this stew with, which is rice. I already washed this rice and soaked it in water. So I'm going to add a little bit of salt and oil and let it cook. By the time this is going to be ready, our stew is going to be ready. All right, this is the time after a few minutes just to add the oil. And as soon as the color changes toward the golden or just translucent, then we are going to add our meat. As I said, it's very simple, easy, and very convenient this way. The other one that we make, which is, mostly we make it when we have a guest, it takes at least about 3 to 4 hours. This one is going to be in less than 1 hour is going to be ready. All right, now another thing that we have to do while we're doing this is just put our split peas in this one and start cooking it separate. All right, let me wash this first, then we add the water. All right, we put it here. After it starts boiling, we take the foam out of it or change the water, is up to you. Then we let it cook a little bit. It goes out almost like when it's going to be 80% cooked, then we add that to our meat. As you see, the color's been changed. Is time to add the turmeric. And at the same time, our meat goes there. All right, this has been like a few minutes, more than 5-6 minutes. So what I do here, I just use half of the tomato paste right now, and I tell you why and when I'm gonna use the rest. All right, this way it gets the taste of the tomato and also some color. But after we finish this, almost when I put the split pea into that, I'm going to add the half of the tomato paste with the split pea, and it makes it even nicer color and the taste. So, but if you wanted to put it right now, the whole thing, you can do that also, or just do the whole thing with the split pea also is okay. Nothing right or wrong. It's at the end is gonna get together all of them. Okay, and it's time to add the rest of the spices. Before I do that, just look at this. That's the time that you take all this out of this and continue to cook it. You have to do this a few times. Go ahead with the salt, pepper, and cumin powder. Mix them together. Okay, now you reduce the heat and add about 1.5 cups water to it. All right. Okay. And also I like to put our cinnamon stick to that also. Now it's time for our dry lime. Let me tell you something about this. Okay, make a few holes into this, each one, and just throw it in. This way, it just the taste of the lemon is going to come out of this shell and makes it so tasty and delicious. Okay, and make sure that you don't split it or open the whole thing, because it's going to be very bitter. So just let it, intact up to the end of the cooking. As I said, now is the time to reduce the heat to low and just let it simmer for about an hour, or actually before that we have to add the split peas. This one is going to be ready in like maybe 10 more minutes or 15 more minutes. Then we are putting all together. This is the second time that I'm doing this. It's cooking nicely. This is the last part of the foaming out, and I think after a few more minutes our split peas going to be ready. By the way, I like to talk about the split peas. There is two kinds. One is a fast cook, the other one is a long cook, or some is soft. It's going to be done in like 10 minutes. It's really going to be smooshed. And the other one, it takes about like 2 hours if it comes to that point. But it is good for just 20 minutes. It's going to be eatable. So you try to buy the one is a later cook, hard to cook, whatever the name. I forgot. I don't know what. It's a zut paz, dir paz. Dir paz is the one that you should use. So I'm going to drain the water. All right, it's ready. Now, this is the second part of our cooking. There are so many people, they don't even bother to do that. Just wash the split peas and add it to the meat right away. But I think, I figure out that this is the best way to put it. Taste is going to be different, and the total, it comes really, really different taste. So you should try that too. This is the half of the tomato paste that I was talking about. Okay. Now I go and add the peas too. I'm going to saute this for a couple more minutes. Makes a lot of noise here. Right, add just a little bit water, and now it's the time to add your saffron at the same time to your meat. Here we go. Here's the saffron. Mix them together and let it cook for another half an hour. Then our food is ready. So I see you then. All right, some people at this time, they add about a few tablespoon rose water. That's up to you if you want to do it. But I know there are so many Iranian, they do that. It is going to be ready in 30 minutes. And the heat is still the same, low. Just let it simmer for another 30 minutes. All right, see you then. Okay guys, it's time to serve the dinner. Okay guys, the dinner is ready. Our gheimeh with the ground meat, as I said, is very, very easy, simple, and it's not going to take that much time. So as you see, this shoestring chips, it's very nice looking, at the same time very convenient, but it's up to you if you want to use your own fries, French fries, and put on the top of it. It goes perfectly with the Iranian rice and the tahdig, of course, and some of our Iranian herbs that we eat it with our food. Is a mint, green onion, and radish, and some other herbs inside. Now, I'm going to thank you so much for watching my video, and like always, I really appreciate if you share and subscribe if it's the first time, because you're going to see all my video. And till next time with another Persian dish or Iranian dish. Bye.